Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This week's nails are inspired by something that most of us have had or know somebody who has had one, and that is lava lamps. And I used to have one whenever I was younger and I loved it. I thought it was absolutely mesmerising. But whenever I seen a set of nails, when browsing through Pinterest by Liam Peter Nails, who I'll link below, I had to give them a go because they looked so much fun. So let's jump in and get started and get a bit retro with it this week. Okay, so this week I'm going to be working on my flexi hand, but I'm only going to show you the design on one finger because it's pretty much the same on the others. Somebody had actually asked me why I prep the nail beforehand, because like any nail, it does need prepping, and whenever you're using a false tip in the likes of the flexi finger or flexi hand, you do want to buff it just to kind of make sure that the product adheres, especially gel. It doesn't like shiny surfaces. So once I have the tip buffed, I then give it a wipe over, as you've seen. And the first thing that I do is I go in with a base layer, which is the Cool One Step gel. So I'm just going to put a very light layer of that down, and I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a cure. Okay, so just while that nail is curing in the lamp, I wanted to show you guys the gel polish that I'm using. It is a hot pink fuchsia kind of colour, and it is a pearlescent finish. As you can see there, you've kind of got the almost sort of like different tones running through it. The reason that I chose the pearlescent and that I would recommend it is that it looks more liquid when it comes to doing your lava blobs. But right now I'm just putting on my two guidelines of where I want to keep my sort of lava between, and you'll see why as we go sort of further through the nail design. But once you've done your two guidelines, then pop them into the lamp for a cure. Okay, so now that we're out of the lamp, it is time to do the fun part and paint our little blobs on. What I would say is, if you're doing a full set, definitely plan out on paper where you kind of want your blobs to be. I sort of find that helped me immensely, because I wanted every nail to be different, but at the same time I wanted the blobs to look as kind of realistic as they would do in a lava lamp. And as well as that there, don't worry if you have especially whenever you're using the pearlescent gel polish, don't worry if you have sort of some areas that maybe say are a bit opaque than others, because that kind of gives it that realistic look, kind of almost like a liquefied look. Just keep everything nice and rounded, and whenever you are using your brush, just make sure that you don't press too hard. Keep your strokes nice and light, and just have fun and do whatever shapes and stuff that you imagine. Look up some lava lamps, kind of get an idea, and you could sort of put in just sort of different types of blobs, different shapes, sizes, dots, all sorts, and just have fun and play about with it. So I actually wiped off a couple of designs that I didn't like in some of the other nails and tried it again, and it just worked out fine. So it's just about playing about with it and sort of seeing what you think. Once you're happy with your design, then pop it into the lamp. Okay, so this layer here is like a very thin encapsulation layer, and I'm putting it on simply to give a little bit of depth, because I'm going to go back in with some more of the pink gel polish and go over some of the blobs to kind of give them a bit of a 3D effect, so that some of them look as if they're closer to you and further away, that kind of effect. So this is just a really thin encapsulation layer, very little strength in it. So once I have it on, I'm just going to go in again for a cure. Okay, so once we're out of the lamp, I am going in over some of those blobs with some more gel polish. And this is just to kind of give a bit more depth and to give the illusion that some of the blobs are kind of maybe a bit more forward or a bit more back, that kind of thing. So once I'm happy, I pop it in the lamp for a cure. And then I'm going in with my last encapsulation layer, and again I just sort of pat that round the cuticle, near to the cuticle, just kind of like pat that down, and then make sure that everything is covered. Make sure that all my side walls and all the rest of it is completely encapsulated before curing. I also like to turn my nail to the side just to kind of make sure that apex and everything is fine and ready to be cured. So now that we're out of the lamp again, I have filed and buffed, and this is me cleaning off the nail. And now we're going to go in with some black gel polish. I'm going to go over the guideline lines because now we're kind of going to put the detail almost like the top and the bottom of our lava lamp on. So we're going to do that with the black gel polish and the detailer brush, and again just using that to go over this sort of the blank space there where that is needed. Don't worry if some of the pink still sort of shows off the guidelines. In fact, I actually think it makes it look a little bit more realistic. Okay, so because I'm going to be adding some chrome to the tip and the cuticle area of the nail to give it that kind of metallic effect, I'm just going over the black with some no wipe gel polish so that I can burnish chrome in. So once I do this here, I kind of go in around the cuticle with, again, the detailer brush, just to make sure that I keep it as neat as possible. And as soon as I'm happy with the coverage of that there all over the black, I then pop that in for a cure. Okay, so now that we're out of the lamp, I am going to immediately apply my chrome. Chrome loves warmth, so if you are adding chrome to your nails, make sure that you do it as soon as your nails come out of the lamp, because you will find that your chrome will go on so much better and it will look so much nicer. It won't be as patchy or anything like that there. So chrome loves warmth, and obviously don't overuse it as well too. Just use what's actually in the lid and you'll be absolutely fine, and popping that on with a little spongy applicator is grand. So yeah, so just rub that in, give it a good burnish in, and make sure that you have everything covered. Okay, so once we have dusted that nail off, I'm just going in with some tack-free top coat. However, what I would highly recommend, and what I wish I had have used, was the Bling Line Wet Finish. It is absolutely amazing. It applies like a dream, lasts for ages, and leaves your nails looking super, super glossy. I would highly recommend it. So once we've finished top coating this, we'll pop it in for a cure and take a peek at the final and finished design. And there we have it, guys. That is our fab and funky lava lamp nails. I so enjoyed this. I have to say, bit of a retro vibe, but it was so much fun doing it. I hope you liked it too. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Say hello in the comments below. I know you're a lovely bunch, and I do love chatting with you guys. But have a great week, and I will see you all again next week with another design. Bye.